Hey, it's a Humble Collector here. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the 2-panel death card of Josef Vogl. So without further ado, we're going to get started. So going from the top here, we have, in lasting remembrance and prayer to our dear, unforgettable husband and father, Josef Vogl, who is an Oberkraftfahrer, or a senior driver, in a park company. Born on December 5th, 1900, died December 28th, 1941, from a serious illness contracted in the field. Now, there's a couple really interesting things about this card, particularly in the records, which we'll get to here in a second, but the reference to the park company is kind of odd. The only two types of park companies I'm really familiar with are the, motor pool kind of units, and then, the horse replacement kind of units. So basically, park, in the military context, as far as I can tell, is generally like a gathering place for equipment or vehicles. So in this case, Josef might have worked in a motor pool. He might have been working with a set of replacement horses for a unit because, again, during the Second World War, the German military was largely supplied via horsepower. But it's a bit unclear for that, and unfortunately, his records don't specify what unit he was in prior to the unit he was with at the time of his death. And per the casualty record, Josef was part of the Heeres Entlassungstelle Wehrkreis VII in Munich. So, as far as I can tell, the Entlassungstelle is the discharge office. So, I'm a little unclear if Josef was working for the discharge office or if because of that serious illness he had been discharged, but he was still probably in some kind of reserve role maybe, or maybe the thought was if his illness resolved itself, he'd rejoin the service. I'm leaning more toward that second option, just based off his cause of death, but I'd be curious to hear what you guys think down below. And per his casualty record here, he died from a cerebral hemorrhage caused by a cerebral thrombosis, or a blood clot, at a hospital in Munich. So, I don't think he was really working for the discharge office. I'm wondering if, being in the field, Josef's obviously a bit of an older gentleman at this point. He's in his early 40s for, frontline service. That the stresses of being in the military were just too much for his health, started having some issues, and eventually one of those issues led to this blood clot, which eventually led to the cerebral hemorrhage that killed him. So I'm thinking that's what happened here, in which case it's a very odd scenario. I don't think I have another card quite like this, but I'd be curious to hear what you guys think down below. And at the very bottom of the card here, we have, "You died far too early and will be missed so much. You were so sweet and kind. We will never forget you." And then moving to the back of the card here, we have, "He loved me and sacrificed himself for me." So yeah, super interesting record. One of the fascinating things with researching these death cards is I'm always stumbling across units and part of the German military organization that I've never heard of or never even really thought of before. This is the first time I've ever seen a discharge office mentioned on one of these, for example. So really goes to show that any card can really have an interesting story if you're able to dig into it, and of course the records still exist. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. Love hearing from you. Thank you all for watching. Happy collecting, and I'll see y'all again very soon.